Well, hello, everybody. It's another wonderful day. Thank you for listening to the Gen X Talk Podcasts.
Yes.
I am your glorious blue-eyed host, JB Owl. I'm hard to recognize in this group, so you guys got to forgive me. Over here is my twin, Jab Shakur.
What's going on?
And over here to my left is my bigger brother, Big Mike. What's up?
How's it going?
Going good, man. It's been a good week for me. You know, I really enjoyed this weekend. You know, I was able to take it easy and chill. But I will say I almost had a pretty big scare. Last night, Mike invited us over and was hanging out with some friends. And all suddenly I hear this alarm. Hey, I think Mike's naked in the hot tub.
No, Mike was not naked in the hot tub. Okay, Mike.
But I wanted to be shocked and be like, what the? But I was like, oh, it's Mike. Like, it's like, yeah, he probably is.
No, I wouldn't do that in a crowd when I have multiple guests over, okay? Maybe when it's just me and my girl, we might do that, but no, not when a bunch of people are around.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm still hung up on? Mike has this really unique table that's under his porch, and it's called bumper pool. Have you ever played bumper pool?
No.
I don't even know what the fuck bumper pool is, but he knows what it is, and it looks fucking complicated.
It's not complicated at all. It's pool with bumpers. I mean, that's it. You're shooting. It's a simple game. I mean, you have 5 red balls on one side, 5 white balls on the other side, and the object of the game is to put your balls in the other person's hole.
But it's one hole. Like it's a square table. Mm-hmm. Then I'm trying to figure this one out.
It has little bumper things like in certain spots.
Yeah, like in the middle.
Yeah, I've seen that
you
before.
You got to shoot around the bumpers to get the balls in the hole.
And, yeah, I remember that.
But see, but I'm trying to understand the challenge.
You don't use a pool stick, right?
You do use a pool stick, yeah.
But like, so basically you line up all white balls on one side, and on the other side they're all red.
That's this color.
Do you exchange shots like one person goes and the other person goes like in regular pool?
Yeah.
So I shoot the white ball, and because there's no holes on the side. There's only one hole,
right,
and it's right in the other end of the table. And so my goal is to use the rail and just try to hit the ball in the hole.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
Whoever hits all their balls in goes.
Yeah,
yeah. Basically, get all your balls on that side while his gets on that side. Do you get to keep going if you make one in?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, it sounds simple, but once you're actually playing against another person and all they have to do is the same thing that you're trying to do, it gets more challenging.
Plus they can hit your balls.
Yeah, plus they can play defense and knock your balls out of the way, and the bumpers do make it a little bit more complex. So
yeah, that makes sense.
It's not,
Let me tell you something, though. Whenever someone his size is wearing a big Hugh Hefner robe, holding a big-ass sip of fucking whiskey, comes walking in from his backyard, is like, hey, everybody want to play with some balls, some bumper pool? You're like, can you help me understand exactly what you're referencing here, Mike?
If y'all notice, I'm never at any of these events. Ever.
What did you do this weekend?
I don't even remember. The weekend's just starting.
Oh, it is. That's right.
Yeah, today's Saturday.
Last night I had a party. Dinner. I ain't did nothing. I've just been chilling.
Right. We see you though on Facebook.
Let's eat.
Up.
All right, let's eat.
Let's eat.
What's
We're
up?
talking. I'm gonna tell you. Now, this is something I can talk about. The Texas Rangers have finally won a World Series. That's the big thing. And what about that boxing match between Tyson Fury and Francis
Ngannou?
Yeah, I didn't know how to say his last name properly, y'all. I'll be honest. That's why they would
Francis Ngannou from Cameroon.
This is all I'm going to say about the Texas Rangers. I think it sucks that these kids get to get out of school for any damn thing, and they let the kids out of school to go to the parade. You remember when we were kids, Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
I actually got suspended from school for skipping school. We skipped school, we went to the parade, and then there was a big fight. So there's a lot of fights going on. So basically what the school did was people who were absent that day that, weren't excused, like the parents didn't call, you got suspended for being out there fighting. And now they just let the kids out of school to go to the parade.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like locking somebody up for marijuana, and now it's legal. And they're still locked up. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I thought, and maybe I'm wrong, I thought it was just into the 6 weeks, and it landed on that day.
No.
They literally let them out of school for Texas Rangers?
Yeah, except for Fort Worth. They didn't let Fort Worth school out.
Ah.
They didn't want those badass kids.
Yeah, because my kids didn't go. They're Fort Worth kids.
Yeah, Fort Worth didn't get out. But Crowley, Dallas wasn't either. Arlington, Mansfield. If your school didn't get out, let us know. But yeah, they let them all out.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, they didn't want Fort Worth kids.
Yeah, they didn't want the Fort Worth.
Yeah, well, I think it's incredible that the Rangers finally won a World Series. I wonder how long it'll be till we win another one.
Who knows? Now, every team in Texas has won a championship except for the Houston Texans.
Oh, no shit. I forget the Houston Texans exist.
I know that. Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm going to give a shout out to the Rangers. I'm not against them like I am, because I don't really care about baseball.
Yeah.
So I'm not against them like I am the Mavericks and the Cowboys, but I just can't believe that they would shut school down. You know, that's pretty big.
That is a big deal because we didn't get out of school for any of one's championships.
And we actually got in trouble for skipping.
Then back in the 90s, if we'd have been off a lot back when the Cowboys had their dynasty. Well, we would have been off a lot.
Yeah,
for real.
3 times, yeah. You would have.
Yep, 3 days. But hey, today we're going to talk about the golden age of action figures. Did you guys have a lot of action figures back in your day, and what did y'all have?
Yeah, I can tell you right now, when we talk about action figures, I think about the wrestling figures.
Yeah.
And that's been big on my mind right now because, the Iron Claw's out, right? The Von Erich story. Do y'all remember the Von Erichs?
Hell yeah, we remember the Von Erichs.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Fritz Von Erich, the father.
Yeah.
And then it was Carrie, Kevin, Luke.
Yeah.
No.
Little Chris.
Oh, wait.
Where the fuck is Luke? There is no Luke Von Erich.
Wait.
Yeah, there was.
You think about the Dukes of Hazzard. No, there's no Luke Von Erich. I promise.
Luke Duke?
No, there was a Luke Von Erich.
No, there was no Luke Von Erich.
There was a Kevin.
You. There's David, Carrie, Kevin, Mike, and Chris.
I might have.
There was a fake Von Erich. There was a guy named Lance Von Erich who wasn't even part of the actual family.
I'm going to say this. I may be wrong, and David may be who I'm confusing with Luke, but I thought there was a Luke Von Erich, but it could have been David.
Okay. Yeah, David was like the oldest one,
Yeah,
and he was the first one to die.
Yeah, I think that's who I was speaking
Yeah, it
of.
shows Carrie, Kevin, Chris, Mike, and David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's David.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was the eldest, but I think I'm confusing David with a Luke.
Yeah, but there was a guy called Lance Von Erich, and he wasn't an actual member of the family or anything. They just brought him in one day.
Oh, yeah?
And claimed that he was a part of the Von Erich family, and then after a couple of angles, he disappeared.
Maybe Fritz had an affair.
He pulled the Jerry Jones. Yeah,
yeah, maybe so. I remember them, man, as a kid. We used to go to the
Will Rogers.
Was it Will Rogers?
Yeah, I remember.
And we used to see them all the time.
Oh, dude.
I remember when it was one Christmas, they won a match. I'll never forget this, and they got a brand new car. I can't remember what kind of car it was.
I remember. It was a Lincoln Town car.
Yeah, and I believe it was Michael Hayes or one of the Freebirds, and they bust the window on the car and all that after they won it. You remember that?
It was Gino Hernandez who did that shit.
I guess I'm not good with names.
He smashed that car up with a freaking sledgehammer.
I thought it was a chain.
It probably used that too.
Yeah, I thought it was the Freebirds, but
it could have been the Freebirds because they were the biggest feud. I mean, that was a badass feud.
It could have been the Freebirds, and you just said a dang name to sound like a Mexican dude.
Well, Gino Hernandez was a rival of the Von Erichs too.
Yeah,
he was a.
Oh, so you just made up some shit. I'm telling you what I saw.
Mike really knows some shit about wrestling.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. No, I really think it was one of the Freebirds, but I might be wrong. But I remember, and I thought it was a chain. So now that we got YouTube, we'll pull it up later.
It's interesting, we talk about these big wrestling powerhouses, but back in the day when we were kids, so we're talking like the 80s, and whatnot, 90s, even more so the 80s, they really seem to always model these action figures and playable toys after these heroic or legendary, iconic wrestling figures.
Right.
My first one was the Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, man. Last Christmas, I bought one for my brother, Jeff. Because he loves action figures. He's got a room, huge room full of them. That damn doll's like $300, man. $300.
Is this a rubber one that just doesn't move? Or is it the head turns?
No, it's the full rubber one.
Yeah.
And it has like the metal bones, that kind of let you contort.
Oh, okay.
Look like fucking exorcism and shit, But, man, the value of the shit that we used to play with, I mean, I can only imagine. I know you had a lot of toys.
Yeah. And they, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Well, yeah, I mostly collected the Transformers. That was my thing.
Yeah.
And it still is today. I mean, I still have a collection of Transformers at my house right now.
Yeah, I was more into G.I. Joe, I believe. But I had those action figures, those wrestler figures.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talked about the value, that's amazing because when I was a kid, I was always that kid that wanted to keep my toy in the box. And I always thought when I grow older, it'll be worth some money. And I always said I was going to keep them. But then my brother would come at some point in time. If I didn't open them up soon enough,
He'd rip them apart.
Yeah, he's going to open them up and play with them. But I was always that kid that kept my toys in the box.
Oh,
and,
man.
Yeah, I wish I had had that stuff now.
I
Dude.
had no concept of the future. If I got a new toy, it was coming out of the box immediately, and it was going to be broken within the next 6 months.
Dude, I'll tell you a heartbreaking story. Do you remember, and he'll be okay if I tell you all this. Do y'all remember Jason Heslop? Jason?
I do.
Do you know him? He was in our neighborhood, skinny white guy.
Name sounds familiar.
He lived across the street from me, my house.
I was always jealous of him because he had this
he lived with his
badass
uncle?
Voltron. No,
That's
you're thinking about
David.
someone
Okay,
else.
after David.
Yeah, that's
His-
yeah.
he lived with his uncle was on the train.
same street, a few houses over towards Camelot.
Okay.
Yeah, and what were you saying? Something?
I said I was always jealous because he had a badass Voltron.
Well, let me tell you about all that. So his mom, God love her. She's still around. God love her. But at the time, they were real big, like
Can I stop you
Bible.
real fast?
What do what?
When you said his mom, it sounded
Yeah.
like y'all had sexual history.
No, fuck no.
I'm just saying the way your voice.
No.
Did anybody else catch
No.
that?
His
I'm
mom-
sorry.
She's a very, very
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Christian,
I'm sorry. I heard that coming, but this was already on my mind.
a Christian woman with great morals.
And I never saw pictures or anything of
Well,
it.
when you all replay this, you'll hear how his voice changed, and you'll see why.
Well, I was thinking about his mom in the sense of, man, she just really put one over his way of thinking, his mind. So she was a real conformist, real Christian conformist type person. And if you weren't, Bible thumper, you were going to hell, basically.
God
And
has a hard on.
that. And so we collected all the Batman figurines that were coming out back then, like the late 80s. They were all in the boxes. We had every one of them, multiples of them. We had the G.I. Joes. We had the Transformers. We had comic books, even going back to the 60s that we bought.
I still have that now.
And one day, and he had all the anime. Oh, my God. He had all the old school. I mean, he had 6-figure collection if it was still around. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. And because he worked at Pizza Hut, saved his money. I mean, he was a late teen at the time. And she got real upset with him for personal reasons that have to do with religion and belief systems and shit. And one day, he came home and she boxed everything up. That's why I said his mom. Everything up. And threw it in a dumpster.
Man, I wish
Everything.
Was I living there then?
Yeah.
You
I
suck
wish I'd
dick.
have got over there.
Dude, I know.
You shouldn't have told me. Y'all should have told me that back then.
Oh man, that
Couldn't
fucking sucks.
Dude, everything. To this day, that's his number one worst thing he says he can remember that actually ever happened to him. I mean, he's had shit I think would be worse, but
Man.
damn.
Big shout out to Kirk and Tiffany.
Yeah, man, I remember him having this badass fucking Voltron. It was like 3 foot tall. The Lion Voltron. You guys remember Voltron for sure.
Yeah, I remember Voltron.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he
Never
had
played with it.
it was huge. He had all the lions. It all came together. Blah blah blah. And I was always jealous of that Voltron more than anything else that he owned. I wanted that Voltron.
How old were you at the time?
Probably like 12.
You
or
were-
Yeah, I was
11.
thinking that, yeah.
If you were
Yeah.
a dumpster diver, you would have got it.
Because I kind of quit playing with like toys and stuff like that. I'd say about the age of 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And then we just outside. But I loved He-Man.
Oh man, the He-Man.
He-Man
Yeah,
was a
He-Man.
bomb. I got a friend now, and for his birthday I sent him a Skeletor and Evil Lyn.
Yeah, I love that stuff, man. Those are the good
The
days.
Gray Skull.
Yeah. Oh man, that's another thing. I always wanted Castle Grayskull, and I never got it.
Yeah.
That was
What's amazing to me is how the times change and they bring this stuff back. Like, first with G.I. Joe was real popular.
Yep.
He-Man. Then I think it was the Ninja Turtles. You
Yeah.
can hear about it. And then I noticed which I never had a son, so but I know with my nephews, I remember Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Him loving the Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
I was like, dang, they're still around. Like, they don't get old. Like, they don't die. They don't. So what's amazing to me about them is how
They still teenagers.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you could say the marketing or the people who create these characters, how they're able to recycle it.
Yeah.
And keep it relevant. Like, it's like it goes away, and all it has to really go away for is maybe 5 years, and then there's a whole new group of kids that it's going to be new to them again. I think that's pretty cool.
No, I think
We
you're
didn't
right.
know that then. We didn't think about that type of stuff. We just saw them on TV.
Yeah.
I want that.
Well, they keep rebooting the Ninja Turtles, and I feel like every time they reboot the Ninja Turtles, they get better or they're cooler. Like,
I actually feel the opposite.
I feel that way about the Transformers, though. Every time they reboot the Transformers, it gets worse.
Yeah. To us.
Yeah.
But to someone else, it's getting better.
There you go. Yeah.
Everything's evolving and changing with the times. Like, I hate to say this, but you're going to have a Transformer that goes from like a male to a female. It's coming. Just think about it. It's going to be like this real cool, fast Mustang, Corvette. And then he's going to turn into a pink Honda Accord.
Look, Mike's afraid I'm going to say something. He's like looking at me. I don't.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's the times we live in. Like, nothing. We're getting old, man.
I guess.
Like, nothing that made sense or we liked should we like anymore. I would think. I'm not gonna say we shouldn't, but
yeah, things just don't.
Us
stay
not
the
liking
same.
it doesn't mean that it's not cool. I guess that's what I should say.
Which makes it cool that they, things are evolving and changing, but they also bring back some of the classic stuff too. Like back when I had the Transformers, there were two characters that both turned into minivans, and they didn't freaking have heads in their robot form. They had heads in the cartoons, but the toys didn't even have heads. It was like, what the hell? It was because it was all some ratchet shit back then. Like their face was like a fucking sticker. So nowadays, you can get those figures now, and they look just like they do in the cartoon, which is what I wanted when I was a kid.
Yeah, technology's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also think,
And effort was put into making these toys now.
dude, there's so much.
Back
But
then, they didn't give a fuck.
They have all this. What's that laser stuff you showed me? Did you have? They can make guns and stuff out of it.
3D printing.
3D printing. Yeah, they
Yeah.
got all kinds of crap now.
Oh, that is
My
a toy.
dumb ass said laser. Y'all hear that?
You know what you're saying? I know.
I mean,
You're
3D,
saying
like
The toys are making toys because the 3D
Yeah.
printer is a toy.
Yeah,
The toys are making a toy.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. But
Are you for real?
Yeah, yeah. Technology is going to make everything better. Like,
Oh yeah, technology is definitely good. I mean, I actually work with a guy, and he's way into 3D printing, like way more than I am.
This is a little off. Would a sex doll be considered an action figure today?
Depends. Are you giving it action?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he stole it.
Well,
I was
you
going to
set
say
it up. You set it
I
up.
was saying, well, I was going to say that. You can't give it some action. Now, I thought about that. Like, adult men actually go get figures that look like real human beings.
Dude,
Like, that's something to think about.
you know what, man? At first, I thought that was the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life. But then when I started looking at these $20,000
Sex
dolls,
dolls.
I'm like, damn, they're
Yeah.
fine as fuck.
Yeah.
And they don't talk.
They don't talk
They
shit.
don't want any
Like,
money?
they want-
Hell no.
And they can't cheat on you.
Nothing. You can put them in the
They're
bed.
definitely safe.
Hell, they don't even move at night. It's like shit. No snoring.
No, I'm gonna tell you something to think about.
No weed
Think
everywhere.
about this. Think about if, like, people like me, I can't afford to buy one. What if they just rented them? Think about that. Would you want? What?
Hey, you know what? If they make it warm, I might damn well buy one.
For $40.
Well, would you?
$40 an
Listen,
hour.
What I'm saying is, if you don't have the money and you can only afford to rent one.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, you should. Hey, there's a business opportunity. Rent. What would you call it? Like
She's only
rent
been
a
used
bitch?
3 times. She's only been used 3 times.
Rent a sex doll. Yeah, one of those $20,000 ones you were talking about. Hey, you can
yeah.
have this for about
I'm gonna be. Can you bring
$80
it back with
an
the
hour.
receipt? If you keep your receipt, can I return it?
No shit.
I'm gonna use this motherfucker
One time.
Hey, this didn't feel right.
Shit. You might start missing her though. You'd be like, damn. She was so close to me.
I would tell she was too big.
it'd be like Uber, where like if you make a mess in someone's car, they charge you extra.
Oh man.
So you bring that doll back, and you still got jizz all up in it. You got to pay a fine.
Oh man, that's hell.
Hey, that's $50.
I was just waiting to bring
We
that
checked
up.
her asshole.
That's all.
You did not clean out.
They'll sound just like that,
Dude. I mean,
man. That's
yeah.
adult. That's adult toy. That's adult.
Well, I mean, I think I think maybe we have this thing in us where we just all like toys, and I don't mean just sexual toys. I mean like in general, like we played with shit when we were kids, and we all have our toys now. I mean, I'm sure there's
It could be your car, or
Right.
It could be whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Even your dogs to an extent, because everybody knows me. I love dogs, and I spend a bunch of time with them a day. So that's what I would do. Equivalent to a child, I play with toys all day.
Yeah, you got the dog.
Yeah, you know what's really still cool? These goddamn Nerf guns.
Oh,
I had a Nerf gun fight. Shout out to little Kendrick, man. Happy birthday. We had a Nerf gun fight. Like, I hadn't seen a Nerf gun in forever. They got these, those shotguns that we got? They look like either like AR-15s or the bullpup shotguns.
Yeah.
They have Nerf guns that look like these now. And I'm talking about loaded, 100 rounds. Like, yeah, we couldn't do that back then. We could have 2 or 3 and that's it.
Okay, here's the thing. Actually,
There's some
recently,
seriously heavy Nerf guns.
at my job, they did a little Halloween thing, and they set up a stage. They actually set up a hunting range where 3 of our coworkers dressed up as deer, and they had like a lineup of all these different Nerf guns, and you could just come over and shoot at them while they tried to hide behind trees or whatnot. And
Damn.
and towards the end, this one person, one of the deer, jumps up with this freaking fully auto 100-round machine gun, Nerf gun, and starts blasting back at the hunters.
Oh, man.
Oh shit.
And that shit was wild.
Yeah, that reminds me of when the person's at the booth where you throw the ball and they fall in.
Yep.
And then they just run up and hit
Oh my god.
just hit
yeah,
it.
that
And
guy.
make 'em- like nobody's hit them all day long. Yeah.
Dunking booth. You just
Yeah.
splash them.
Man.
Yeah.
I wonder what ever happened to those. Like, I guess I don't really go to a lot of fairs or
Well,
festivals.
I'll
or
tell you
stuff,
one
but
thing.
I haven't
I'll
seen
tell
it.
you why you don't see many black events. The women start paying $1,000 for their hair, so they're definitely not getting dunked. And
Yeah, they do.
the guys are wearing the same hair too. All the people that were willing to sit in there, they got.
And of
expensive
course,
hair.
the obvious reason black people can't swim.
No, I don't. That's not true.
Is that true?
Well, it's
You
a
can't- can you swim?
stereotype. I can swim,
I've
actually.
never heard that before.
Can you swim?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, the stereotype that I know is that we didn't get swimming lessons. Like we learned how to swim. You go to the farthest part, and the day you get pushed in,
Is the day you learn how to swim.
push him in the deep part. Yeah, that's the day you learn to swim.
Hey, I taught one of my friends how to swim that way. Tossed him in the deep end, and he figured it out.
Mhm. Yeah, we all got to take swimming lessons at young ages. I was older, but what happened was by the time we got to do a lot of things, my sister or brother, they caught it at the right age. Like you're supposed to learn how to swim at 6
Yeah.
or 5, but I was always already 9 or 10. Like, okay, now we're gonna do it for her. Well, go ahead and throw his big ass in there too. So yeah, I learned how to swim at a later age, but I'm great at swimming.
Yeah, I was older when I learned how to swim too. Like I didn't learn until I was like maybe 12
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because my mom couldn't swim, and because she couldn't swim, she didn't want me getting in the deep water.
Yeah. My mom was like that kind.
Dude, I'll never forget. I swim ever since I've been a little kid because our grandparents had a big swimming pool in their backyard, big Olympic one. And when you start coming of ages, you start getting a little, you start getting horny. You're talking about sex dolls and stuff. And one time I thought nobody was there because I was dropped off at my grandma's house, and I knew she was there, but she was like upstairs. And I started experimenting with those jets that come out. Those jets that come out of the wall.
In the hot tub.
No, this is a big swimming pool.
Oh, you're about the air.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, the air jet. It blows the jet. It circulates the water in the swimming pool.
Hold up, are you about to tell us that you fucked the swimming pool?
I did. I sit there. No, it massaged me.
Okay,
I've never had anything massage you before.
Okay, I'm not the freak anymore. This
No,
guy is.
Hold
I've
on.
had it. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I was
You just got
fighting,
the crown.
I would get in front of the little air part, to massage your back or your
Yeah.
leg, but not what you're talking about.
Oh, dude, no, I was, trying to experiment. I mean, I was young.
You fucked the swimming pool.
I did. But here's what's worse. As I was doing it, I was kind of leaning on the edge. My grandmother comes out.
You were just standing there, like
No, I was
enjoying it.
I was inside the
Yeah,
pool.
I don't really want to picture it, but I
No.
kinda wanna know
Well, I
what's
was
on it.
young. Man, I was like 12. You know, I was young.
Yeah.
You know how it is, man. You know, you come on. Y'all done some crazy
That doesn't
shit.
make us like child molesters if we listen to this.
No,
making sure.
no. This is coming at
Well,
the
he said
age
he
of
was 12.
shit. You know someone's listening to the show right now that's
They
going, you
did.
know what? I did some crazy shit too when I was 12
Yeah.
years old.
I didn't fuck a swimming pool.
No, you do that shit now. You do, Mike, you
Mike,
got
you
no
do
room to
worse.
step on this one. I mean, we can talk about some Mike shit here, you know.
Okay, yeah, I've done some things.
I mean, are we allowed to mention anything you've done?
I mean,
Man,
you
all
can
I
bring
can
it
tell
up.
you
I'll
is
tell you if it's
The
true
last
or
time
not.
since I saw Jeremy last, he's
Really
cut his
super
hair,
horny
he's put
today.
some glasses on, and now he's telling us this story. This is where it ends right here. This is this as far as it goes. Let's go.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, I learned last night what a Jacob's ladder is.
Okay, yes, I did have a Jacob's ladder at one point in time.
And all I can say is this is why I shout out to my friends that when Mike says stuff, a lot of times I say, "Oh, I'm not gonna make it." You just never know
Okay.
what's gonna happen, man. You really don't.
I did get my junk pierced multiple times, and it's every bit as painful as you would imagine it to be.
I'm trying to understand who does that shit. Like, who is the person that grabs your shit?
Yeah.
Like, walk me through that
Yeah.
process.
The chick was definitely a lesbian.
Was she hot?
Yeah, she was cute.
So
But
get
you could
hard
tell
like what she's doing?
that she enjoyed damaging my penis.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
But I
So-
did it because I was a young, dumb, horny ass dude.
How old were you?
I was in my mid-20s probably.
that was a young. I don't know.
And a
Sometimes-
girl told me that, hey, guys with a Jacob's ladder, like, it felt so great.
Oh,
when
that's
it's
what. Yeah,
in.
I knew it.
And I was like, oh, shit,
So
okay.
so you did it. The lady was there. What did she do? I mean, you just say drop your jaw. I mean, how does it work?
You get on the table, you take your clothes off, and they
Hold on, I'm just looking at the camera as he talks.
grab your junk, and then they push the fucking rods in, those 10 gauge, like, have you had a tongue piercing?
No.
Okay, it's this big 10 gauge needle.
I'm getting my pistol right now. I'm ready to shoot. Oh.
And, oh yeah, they push that bitch through slowly. And yeah, it fucking hurt. I don't even know. Like, I didn't even have sex for the next 6 months. Like, I couldn't do anything.
Hold
with
on, hold on.
See,
Stop.
nah.
How about, listen to it. You're telling me that you went because of a motherfucker told you that it was sexy to get your dick pierced, and you got your dick pierced, and then you couldn't even have sex for
Not
6
just
months?
pierced. 3 fucking needles through it.
This
For
is true.
6 months?
For 6 months.
You're a virgin again.
Yeah, like
That was definitely stupid.
So when you did have sex, did you use the Jacob's ladder?
yeah, and it fucking hurt like hell. Still,
With
it
the
didn't
same
help.
girl?
That's pulling on you and everything, right?
With the same girl?
no, I didn't even have sex with that girl.
So throughout intercourse, it hurt like hell. Like hurt you like hell. Did it hurt her?
She was fine with it.
Was it gratifying to her, or was it indifferent?
She was probably indifferent because I wasn't performing
He
because
doesn't
I
even
was
know.
in pain.
He doesn't even know. He's like,
Good
oh, fuck.
Lord.
You know
So-
what? That girl just played a trick on you, man. You still to this day haven't realized it.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, you told
Watch
us
me
this
get this dumb motherfucker to get his dick
Yeah,
pierced.
she played you, and then you just told the story, and you're still unaware.
Oh my God.
And I'm the one that's not smart.
Well, hey, be glad you have a Jacob's ladder. You know, the micro penises might have like a Jacob's step stool.
Okay.
I don't know what size.
So
Anyway,
it happened.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, hey, all I did was,
all I can tell you is
You
Rub up
fucked
on
the
it.
swimming pool.
yeah, well, I think you got me beat. I just want to make some shit known.
the
but-
only reason we're safe to hang around Mike is because we've known him since we were children. Mike is not someone I
that's
would have
not
met
my
as an
fucking
adult,
privacy.
and I could no shit. But I've been knowing him forever. I know he's a good guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But again, that was like almost 20 years ago. So I'm not getting any part of my body pierced ever again. I haven't gotten my ears pierced since then. I'm not doing it because all I can think about is how much that shit fucking hurt and how little entertainment I got out of it.
I did get my ear pierced, I think, because of a girl.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody told me like it was sexist. My dad's against that shit.
Yeah.
Like I grew up in my dad's house.
My dad was too.
Yeah, well, no, even probably tattoos, but I don't think tattoos would have been. They would have been okay. I just had to get older.
Yeah.
But ear pierce, things like even jerseys. You know, that's what I told you. I'm not putting my jerseys. Like I have Eagles jerseys, but they say my last name on the back.
Yep.
I'm not wearing no shirt with no man's name on the back. Like I was always probably like it's kind of, you know, I don't know. I don't think it matters, but it's the way I was raised. So I don't. Certain things I couldn't do, and that was one of them. But a chick said, like, oh, that'll be sexy, it is. So I got ear pierced. I remember that. I mean, all girls thought it was cool guys do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I got one. And then it came out that if you only had one pierced, you were gay or something. So then I got the other one pierced just so that no one would think that I was gay. I didn't know.
Because you got two of them. Yeah, that means you're gay. That's the one that means. Or the left side is gay.
That's what I had the left side. And
that's the gay side.
That's what I was told. So then I got the other one pierced. So that way I had both. You know,
it's so funny because I saw someone have that exact same conversation earlier. Like it was so weird that there were rules for guys getting their ears pierced.
Yeah. See, it doesn't matter now.
Oh man, everything goes down. You don't even know
I'm a girl.
You can't. Hell, you don't even have to be a girl or boy. You're non-binary.
Yeah.
I got 3 ear piercings because I'm in the middle. I don't know what.
Sexy little thing.
Now this is something about action figures. Well, these aren't action figures, but you know, and I know, and since we're talking about stuff we did weird.
Oh yeah.
I know for sure that, like, if my sister had dolls or something, or we took the clothes off of dolls. I mean, that's something I know we did as little boys. So the dolls back then, the boys and girls both looked the same. Besides the girls had the little, you know, breast or whatever. So like these days, that's what I was really wondering. Like, what do they do with dolls? Because
interesting.
Yeah, like
are they allowed to call them Barbies?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Barbies or male or Ken or female or what? Cause
I think they still have the breast.
They still have their name. Yeah, I was just wondering what do they? But they're not boys or girls because we never could have a girl or a doll. My dad, like, we couldn't even play touch. I mean, we might have snuck, like I said, and looked at it because we were. This is at like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
But like, we couldn't have dolls, anything related. No Cabbage Patch, no.
Yeah.
You couldn't even have the little Chucky doll. Remember Chucky?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. Child's Play.
Yeah. Or the My Buddy. Oh,
I remember My Buddy.
Yeah. We had nothing doll. The boys couldn't have.
Yeah.
But my sister could. So I just wondered how that would be today.
Now you got that. My Buddy.
Yeah,
My Buddy.
Yeah, we didn't have that, man. It was a doll.
It's funny you mentioned the Chucky doll.
I wonder if they just
I
didn't
want
want
to
to
get a
spend the
Chucky
money.
doll.
Huh?
They probably didn't want to spend the money.
That's what I think.
wouldn't-
You know, I found out since I've been an adult that a lot of things my parents said it was really because they didn't want to spend the money. They didn't have the money. Like, oh, you can't get that. That's a girl.
That's what you're saying.
Motherfucker, you didn't want to buy it, or it's like around your birthday, you always get in some type of trouble.
Guys will
like
play
you
them
didn't-
G.I. Joes.
Yeah, now you can't get this for you. I was going to buy you that, but you didn't act right.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's 100%. They weren't gonna buy it.
They just weren't going to spend money.
Yeah, I got on there like, you know what? Well, they played me. I
That's
got
true.
played, man.
You know what I think, though, I will say about action figures in our time?
Mm-hmm.
They were actually, for the time, they were fairly expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And now you can buy toys at the dollar store.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like kids today don't
those
do
are
without.
those are janky ass
I'm gonna be
cheap
honest.
toys, though.
You probably didn't know this, but they had those toys. The dollar store toys are not the same, and they're made with lead. They're made with lead.
They're made with lead.
No, they are for real.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, they're made in China. They're made with lead, and they're killing kids. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah, the dollar store toys.
The silent
and,
killer,
yeah.
fucking lead toys.
Yeah, they start you off young.
Damn.
And so when the little kids are putting them out in their mouth and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, kids in the hood are getting fucked up every day.
Damn.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, like a fucking Transformer today, that shit's like $55.
But what he's saying is,
Yeah.
they're more expensive, but compared to the times, like
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think
like basically what he's saying is like they're $55, but then so is a meal. But
Yeah.
back then, like a toy wouldn't have cost as near as much as a meal, maybe a Happy Meal. But
right, and I think even further, you had toys back then. You didn't have as much options. Even back when we were young, were there even dollar stores in the 80s?
Hell yeah,
I don't remember them.
Well, no, they weren't dollar stores.
well, you
Everything
had
was-
you had five and dime. You
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Five and
dime,
dime,
yeah, that's
lots
what I'm
and
saying,
shit.
Yeah,
you had
That's-
the same kind of store, but it was just less. Yeah,
Yeah, there were some cheap ass toys. I remember.
And now the dollar store is like Dollar General, so it's like
You know what, dude?
it's not all
It's generally around $1.
yeah.
You know
Which
what?
could be $5.
Now we got 5 and below.
I'll tell you the fucking who needs to step their game up, dude, is fucking Cracker Jack. Those toys now, man, and Cracker Jacks, those motherfuckers ain't no toys. They started doing like the little rub tattoos and fucking bullshit. But back in the day,
Oh, yeah.
the Cracker Jack.
I remember that. Yeah, to get
But they used
rings
to,
and shit.
and the toys in the fucking cereal boxes back when we were kids were good toys.
Yeah, they were in the cereal boxes.
Now, man.
And the Happy Meal.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Happy
No
Meals.
shit you wanted.
Now it's all like cardboard. Like you got to cut your toy out on the side of the fucking, the Happy Meal. It's like your toy's actually the Happy Meal.
The motherfucking box. Yeah.
McDonald's like, fuck you, use your imagination here. cut on a dotted line.
The Arabs took over. That's
Damn, yeah.
Like, bitch, here's your box.
That's
fucked up.
Make
Like-
you smarter. Make you smarter.
Motherfucking kids are wearing golden arches as mustaches. They're like, look at my toy, Dad. Like,
Do they even put
goddamn
toys
no.
in cereal boxes anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
If
Like,
they do, they don't put them in none of the ones I've bought. I haven't really bought. You know what?
is there a cereal that still puts a toy in the box?
probably not.
Probably not. Like,
Because it's hard. It don't work anymore. I mean, it would with kids, but parents are like, gimmick's over. I can get you a toy at the fucking dollar store.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Let me get you the lead-filled toy.
A thing too. You got to think about this too. Back then, there wasn't as much access to the brand, so this is how they attracted the kids. Everybody went to the grocery store.
Yeah.
So when you go to the grocery store, this is how you decided which cereal you buy.
Yeah.
You look on a box and you see the toy. Mama, get that.
Yeah.
But now they're able. If your child has a phone, they don't have to advertise to a parent ever again. All you have, if this kid has a phone, he's going to see the cereal. He's going to see this,
So
and he's
true.
going to want it.
That's a good point. Yeah,
right.
that's a real good point.
Everything's changed with the times, man. Like
God, kids have.
we didn't know. We didn't know. There might have been
It's
an
all
Apple
fake
Jacks
news.
commercial or Frosted Flakes, or that's by the time we were like 10.
Yep.
But before then, you really knew what you wanted when you went to the grocery store and you saw a box. Oh yeah, I want that. I want that. Yeah, my mom and them say, "I'm finna take y'all in here. Don't y'all ask for shit. Don't touch shit. I already know what I'm gonna buy, and that's it." Whatever. We walked down the aisle, and she just handed us a coupon, and she picked it out. We held the coupon, and we better keep them motherfuckers in order, and we better not drop them.
Boy, howdy.
That's
Yeah.
how I grew up. And if you didn't grow up like that, you wasn't from my neighborhood or nothing. But that's what she did, man. And we just ate what we got and whatever. You know what I mean? We didn't have, like, my daughter had choices. We didn't really have choices. I mean, I didn't give my daughter all choices, but she could choose between this and
I know
this.
what you mean.
Because I'm not eating the cereal anyway. But my parents, that shit's just up there.
Yeah.
And then my brother and them, we would get the Frosted Flakes, and you had the cheaper brand, and you just take the bag out of the cheaper brand and put it in that same Frosted Flake box, and they're going to eat it.
Fucking, nobody knows any difference?
Yeah.
Dude, that's some good. That's some parental.
That's how we grew
ninja
up.
skills right there.
That's really how we grew up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shit, if it's in that box, oh yeah, I'll eat it.
Yeah, this ain't Tony the Tiger. This is Tyrone the Tiger.
But now kids are smart. Like they know, like it's got to come here. It's got to have this kind of seal.
Oh,
on
they
it.
fucking know,
If
dude.
they don't have a real seal, I'm like,
Shit don't smell right.
yeah, right.
Damn.
Right. I mean, smartphones have changed everything, though.
They
And
really have.
I think that's kind of putting a lot of these industries out of business.
Yeah.
You got to
mean,
change the times, yeah.
Yeah, you have to adapt, you have to adjust, and you have to get with what's going on now.
That's true. Even action figures. How many kids probably sit home and really play with them? The little kids,
Maybe.
but they're getting phones at a younger age. Like I know from kids, I'm here. Once they get to that goddamn phone or tablet,
It's done.
that's it.
You're right.
You're
so
all day.
right.
They're gonna, so maybe let's say they get a phone at 8 years old or 6. That's probably when they stop playing with toys.
You're right.
We stopped playing
Yeah.
with toys probably by the age we got the video games, or by the age we probably really start riding bikes, and,
Nintendo,
or,
shit like that. Yeah.
something that and kids made fun of you. Oh, you still play with toys? That was probably whatever age that was, which was the same for everyone. Like you say 10, you said 12.
Yeah, I was 12.
Man, you're not gonna find too many kids 12 now playing. Man, these motherfuckers are damn near having sex at 12.
Yeah.
Like they're not. It's just
insane.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
And that might be why the prices went up so much. They got to hit them hard early. We're gonna make more. We're not gonna sell them for as long, but we're gonna hit them.
I think nowadays more adults buy these toys and action figures.
No,
than
Mike,
kids.
that's you.
Those are-
okay. It's probably me.
But we call them collectibles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See,
I
we're
collect them.
collectibles. Do you actually play with your toys?
No. I have them on display.
See, they're collectibles.
Like, I buy Transformers. I'll transform them once because they're complicated as fuck now. I don't know how I managed to do that shit as a kid.
Your mind was different, man.
Shit, kids are complicated now.
You had a young mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's the difference.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I turned this motherfucker into a car finally after 6 hours.
Dude, I've seen you put together.
Sit them right here, and that's it. I'm never gonna touch it again.
Mike needs to be worried about transforming his fucking patio furniture shit put together.
Y'all want to know something that this is well off subject, but it's something like I did as a kid that I cannot do right now. The merry-go-round. I was the kid that you could spin it as fast as you wanted, and I would stay on. Like I loved it, and I could spin it fast. If I go now and play on a merry-go-round, like even when my daughter was younger, I get dizzy, man. Like I get dizzy, and I'll be fucked up for days. Man.
I do too.
Yeah, it's weird, ain't it?
Yeah, your equilibrium and shit changes. And whatever the fuck. Yeah,
I will not like right now. If a kid wants, let's go to the park, I can sit still and push it like this, but running around.
God, it makes me sick thinking about it.
Yeah, it does. That's how I feel right now. Yeah.
Weird, see, I don't have kids, so I haven't been in several years, but just thinking about that shit, like.
But I love that as a kid.
Yeah, like we were risking death every day and
try
didn't
to
give
hang
a
off
fuck.
of it with one leg, one arm, and see who can hold on. We did all that stupid shit.
Dude.
I can stay on with just no arms. Watch.
Damn.
That shit, the damn monkey bars, all that fucking dangerous shit that we were doing. I mean,
now you go to parks, you might see that stuff, but you'll see them more for people to work out on than kids to play on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, we're raising a bunch of snowflakes now. No. They're actually smarter than us.
And if you go to McDonald's, it looks like McDonald's playground looks like what we kept our hamsters in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just a maze.
Sophisticated now, man.
It's just walk through this tube.
Damn, dude. I know.
And it'll slide at the end.
I know, man. I was happy to have the.
We had some shit that looked like fucking what? Remember the French fry things you sit on?
Yes.
Remember you went inside the big burger mouth up top?
Yeah, the freaking what was his name? Mayor McCheese.
Yeah,
I remember that shit.
He was like a jail, but it was like in his mouth.
Yeah, that was the stupidest shit in the world they gave us. And we couldn't wait to go there.
And it was all fucking metal. So if it was summer, if it was hot outside, you were going to burn the fuck out of yourself.
Damn.
We didn't have shit, man. And we thought we were cool as fuck.
At the fucking ball pit, which, without a doubt, every day, someone shits in that thing. Okay? You're going to be playing in balls and you're going to find a turd.
There's no way I'm going to be a ball pit cleaner. Fuck that.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
God, that'd be a bitch job.
Like the balls are like a Chuck E. Cheese, like you jump in.
Yeah. You know a little kid got in there that had the shit, didn't want to tell his parents, didn't want to get out of the ball pit, so did it right there.
I know they peed in there.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's something to think about. Damn.
Miss those days, though. I'd take them back if I could, man.
Yeah, I would.
I'd do anything to go back in time and just man, wouldn't it be cool? I know we need to wrap up, but wouldn't it be cool just to spend one day back when you're youth, like little, like in the 80s, just one day and see your parents back then and know what you know now.
Hell yeah.
And go back. Imagine the people you would hug and love on and just, God, the people.
Not even that. I'm not going outside because I know where y'all keep putting us outside.
For real.
Mama, why they not knocking on the door? They won't answer. We got to drink water out the water hose. And then they say this. If you come in, you staying in. So that means you're not going to try to come in. Hell no. That's going to keep you away for a long time.
Yeah, we'd be like, fuck it. Sit there, watch TV.
Yeah, that shit. They really didn't want you to come in. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, hey, stay outside, yo. Yeah. But that was wild, y'all. So, hey, we want to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
All right, folks. You know where to find us. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're everywhere that your favorite podcast platform might be or some shit. So find us, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and do all that good shit.